the other reason I love this process is because they have to stare into the camera for so long, and I think that extended exposure time really creates a special quality in their eyes. And I'm using very old brass lenses. I have very little depth of field, and so in some ways I'm trying really hard to get their eyes in focus, and it doesn't matter to me if other things fall out of focus. And I think that their direct stare into the lens translates to the viewer, and so the viewer feels like they have permission to kind of stare back. And because I think some viewers automatically, when they see the portraits for the first time, kind of wonder like when it was made and start trying to figure out what they're looking at. I think that ultimately slows down the looking process, which I think in this contemporary era where we're completely, constantly bombarded with images is kind of, I think as an image maker, it's the best thing I can possibly figure out to do is how to slow the viewer down and how to get them to look. And I think in terms of the whole history of photography, we look, this case is full of antique images, and often we think of our ancestors as being very stoic and serious. And it turns out it's really just a photo process. And so in some ways, I think doing a contemporary portrait project in this process brings into light all the issues about identity in photography and how back in the day, everyone was serious and stoic, and that wasn't necessarily who they were. And hopefully, I hope that this project brings up just questions in the viewer about what we think of as somebody's image, and I guess how we frame our own identity through pictures that we've seen of our ancestors.